channel messages, seekers. So you have someone, or this could be a group of people, but I feel like it's someone specific. This could be a couple of people, a couple of individuals, or a few, like 1 to 3, right? But there's someone around you that is really trying to convince themselves that you ain't shit. They're trying to convince themselves that you're not a good person, or when it comes to what you do, like it's not authentic, even though that's a complete lie. That's complete bullshit, right? This person really overworks themselves to talk shit about you and get people on their side. Maybe at one point it worked, but it's not working now. If anything, they look desperate at this point. Like this group of people, they're looking at this person like, okay, you're starting to have me concerned about your mental health at this point. And not only that, but the more you elevate, you are elevating right now. You are so focused on self to where you are gaining more recognition. And so that is just starting to irritate this person more, to where it's like the burden is becoming heavier for them. They've made so many lies up about you and they compare themselves to you, but the lies are outrageous. Like they're just absolutely ridiculous, like to where it's having others around them now see that like majority of what they said is a lie. And not only that, but however it is that you the way you present yourself and how you express yourself, people are now starting to gravitate towards you, and they're able to actually see what type of person you are based off what you're showing of yourself. And there's nothing that they can really say. And so there's just no other way to look at it but to look at this person that's hating on you. Like the only way that they can really view this person at this point is a hater. Like they're looking at them as a hater and a liar. And I'm also getting that you could have exes, just people from your past who are moving similarly like this person. Like they're against you, but it's because you could have never responded to a conversation. Someone was trying to start a conversation with you or open up a conversation, and you ignored it. Like you left these people in the past. Certain individuals, you're not giving the time of day. You see them for who they are, and you're completely uninterested. So you had to just go the other way. Like that's what you feel called to do. You have cut off a lot of people. I'm getting this past year. Yeah, like you really cut off a lot of fucking people, and some of them didn't have to really do anything. They're just from your past. You don't resonate with them anymore, and so you feel strongly called to just move forward without them. And so there's those people, and there's those people that you also feel like, okay, I have a real bad feeling about you, and maybe I didn't pick up on it right away, but I definitely see it now. And so those people you also cut off. And then there's those people that definitely like blatantly showed you their ass, and so you cut them off too. It's not hard for you to cut people off, okay? People are trying to, some of these people are really trying to, they judge you, but I strongly feel like they admire you because they see how unique you are, but they envy that. And so there's some people trying to bring up your past to other people around them, or to these people that they want to convince that you're not a good person or whatever, you're not who you say you are, who you present yourself to be. And it's like they're trying to bring up who you were in the past or what you did in the past, and it's like it's not working, to be honest, because it's like who you are now. And even you could have had a falling out with these people too at one point. You could have hurt someone's feelings, in the past. But that's just not, it's just not who you are anymore, There are things that you think about from your past and you wish you could do differently, but it's like you've held yourself accountable where it was called for. You know what I'm saying? Where you received that understanding with yourself, you took accountability and you continue to try to move, genuinely with these individuals. If they chose to keep you around and chose to be deceptive instead of being honest about how you made them feel, like, yeah, over time, I feel like you learned, you eventually were able to see through that within this person or group of people, and you just let them go. It was easier to just not say anything and cut them off silently, because you've been through this too many fucking lifetimes. You just been through too much where you're done over explaining yourself, and you're not gonna go back and forth with people who clearly want to go back and forth with you, or shut down what you're saying. They want to shut you up, or just like gaslight you. You just don't care anymore. Like, you don't care anymore. If anything, you can't afford to give a fuck. You have too much going on. You perceive things so differently now, so you have to keep it moving. That's just how you're seeing everything right now. Like, if you slow down, you're seriously doing a disservice to yourself. Like, that's how you're perceiving it. And yeah, honestly, that's the smart way to go about it, because who has time to be slowed down any more than they have in the past? So yeah, I'm definitely getting like old friends, people that that never even really knew you, and people really want to swear up and down that they know you, especially because now you may be getting more recognition, like you're in the spotlight in some way, and so now people are trying to move like, oh yeah, I know Seekers, da 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 da. But these are the same people who overlooked you and didn't really respect you. If anything, like, they made fun of you and shit, and they misunderstood you. And so now the less you do, the more I'm hearing channeling, the more that you're able to express, the way you're able to express yourself is coming out so fluidly. So it's like people are trying to understand the secret recipe to how you are so authentic, and they don't want to understand that it doesn't call for much to be that. It's either you are or you're not. And it's just through daily practices. It's through your okay, baby, hold on a second. It's through your daily practices, Seekers. It's literally like, you have, if you really care to be a genuine person, and you want to be treated right, and if you want to be treated right, you got to treat others right. You got to show up for yourself in ways that you have to be honest, and so wanting to be a good person, it doesn't call for much. It just calls to be you. It calls to, be genuine. Like, and these people don't know how to do that. They feel like everything is transactional. Their influences are what dictate their fate. Their influences are what dictate their behavior and their choices. And so as long as they keep choosing that over being genuine, then they're just going to keep repeating the same cycles, and you're able to see through that when you're around others, or when you encounter other people and you interact with them. So you notice that slows down your process, that slows down what you got going on, and you're just done with all that karmic bullshit. So it's easier for you to isolate yourself and just stay to yourself. Whoever you feel like you
you can trust and things like that, yeah, you're gonna open up to them to some extent, and you're gonna, you know, you're gonna show them kindness, you're gonna share your love with them. But other than that, you now know how to just simply put yourself first, and that is all there is to it at this point, and that's what you're gonna keep doing. And that in itself, that alone is triggering the fuck out of people. And so yeah, like, that's really what I'm getting. There's just certain people around you who just feel like they have to win when it comes to this false narrative that they created about you, and they see that you're elevating, and they're scared of your success. They already feel like failures, and the fact that they're really putting you on a pedestal for how they view you, even if it's in the lowest of lows and in negative lighting. They pay so much attention to you, so clearly that says a lot about how they view you. They see you as this abundant person, as someone who's going somewhere, someone who just, you know, you carry so much light. And so they would hate for your dreams to come true. And the thing is that they see it happening. They see so many things going well for you. They see that you're about to come on top. You already feel on top. You're seeing yourself as that abundant person. You don't need much to know that you're that bitch. You get what I'm saying? Like, and so your confidence is just, it's making them cringe. It's making them it's just making them feel very uncomfortable, to where they feel like now they're in panic mode, and they feel like they really gotta draw up their swords and go to whoever they go to try to convince that you ain't shit, pretty much. And it's just not working, you know? They're trying to brace themselves for what could come up next, and they don't, if it's like, if you win, it exposes their lies. And the thing is that this is what's already happening, and they see this, they already see this happening, and that's the reason why they're crashing out. So it's already out of the bag. And so these people just got to accept it. They need to accept their fate, because they created this. They did this all on their own. Like, if they just would mind their business and focus on themselves, you know what I'm saying? They could bring in their own abundance, but they're so fucking focused on you. Now look what they did. That's too bad.